my why as a mother, my why as a wife, my why as a daughter, my why as a sister, my why as a friend, my why as a community member, my why as a person that serves. We all have a why. We all have multiple whys. We have multiple roles. So I'm going to start my story about my weight loss. A little history on just my body. Like right now I'm 37 years old, almost 38 in April. So I'm 38 years old. All throughout growing up, you know, when puberty started to hit, I'd say like 12, 13, 14, I would fluctuate a lot. You know, I was not the slimmest, always had body fat on my body, and didn't really enjoy running my high school years, like in PE class. But as I got into my, early 20s, kind of mid 20s, I had my first transformation, like my first wellness, fitness transformation. And then I really, really learned a lot. And then in both my pregnancies, I had gestational diabetes. I learned the epitome of nutrition through that. I've done CrossFit, all the boot camps you can imagine, Orange Theory, Burns boot camp, loved it all. Berries on the road, loved it all. I've done 8 half marathons, a few with my mom. My mom is the one who inspired me and got me into it. My first pregnancy with my daughter was November 2020, and I spent the first half of the pregnancy just like eating up a storm, being like, give the pregnant lady what she wants, and just buy into all of that. Savings that my family in India, my grandmother, my aunts, they would all, even, my uncles, tell my mom to make me my favorite sweet or anything that I wanted. My mom is an extremely great cook. So I really enjoyed it. My dad would come every single week to my house and have 2 chocolates, one for his grandbaby, one for his granddaughter when he knew it was a girl, and one for his, for me, I think, or maybe both were for the granddaughter. I gained 70 pounds total. Okay. And so I'll have videos on my pregnancies. How did I lose the weight? We are now at January 2023, and I have committed to getting back to a weight where I am agile and feel healthy and feel strong, and I'm able to keep up with my children. That was number one priority. And my why this time was bigger than it's ever been before. And that is the magic trick to everything that I am manifesting in my life. And it's just happening because my why was not a number like I want to look this good. Now, choosing my why based on something bigger than myself was a whole new world for me. Choosing my why as something that wasn't just based on the next special event or the next, family occasion or the next, date night. Choosing my why based on my ability to show up every single day as the person I want to show up as is a path. It's a path that I choose to walk on, that I want to walk on, and I have to make deliberate choices that contribute to that path, because that path is my ultimate path to fulfillment. And so my why is so rooted in my path to fulfillment. The 2 biggest things that extremely impacted my weight loss was intermittent fasting and not eating after 6 p.m. So I did only one 24-hour fast in February of 2023. I started this in January, and that was extremely difficult, but I just wanted to give my body kind of stripping of the visceral fat around me. And I should do it again, but I was sticking to 16-hour fasts, 16 to 18-hour fasts. So I would stop eating at 6 p.m. and I would not eat anything until lunchtime at 12 p.m. the next day. I'm always drinking lots of water and I'm constantly hydrated. I was training for a 5K in March and I was training for a 10K in April. And so that also gave me that jump start and then kept me walking throughout the summer because I had my dog here. So my dog motivated me to go outside and take a walk in the morning and do a mile or 2. Exercise wasn't hitting as hard. I was really focused on my nutrition and my wellness and my ability to wake up each day and stick to the discipline of intermittent fasting. fasting and not eating after 6 p.m. Those two discipline items in itself was enough to really jumpstart. Those are hard things, 2 hard things to do. Not easy, but convenient, right? I realized I didn't touch on the second half of the year. I talked a lot about how I had 2 discipline habits: intermittent fasting and not eating after 6 p.m. I practiced that for 6 months and still practice that today. But as I got more comfortable and it became second nature, stick to those promises I made to myself. In mid-July, I decided to stop drinking alcohol. And it was one of the most profound things I ever have decided to do. It's something that I will address in a separate video, but I want to say and integrate that here because it was a huge part of my weight loss. What I'll say is that I lost 30 pounds by June, July. I had lost 30 pounds already. So that remaining 10 pounds came off in about a month and a half to 2 months. So by the end of September, I had lost, the last 10 pounds, totaling up to 40 pounds. Anyone who's eliminated alcohol from their body is a testament to great skin, great nails, great hair. I just feel a sense of glow. And I also feel like my new baseline is 145 pounds, not like the 155 pounds that I was when I was drinking on a weekly basis and eating heavily because of the drinking and that vicious cycle that happens. Since then, I've maintained the weight and I am more than happy to share more, but that is how I did it. And you can do it too. It was never just, slim and trim, easy to throw things on. And so as I got older, it just carried with me. I've always kind of had to find things that look good on my body. I think any woman can do this. It's about tapping into something that's way deeper. Don't give up on yourself and don't give up on your ability to grow and be better every single day. The choice that I make every single day to say no to that thing that really isn't serving me. And I know that. And the more yeses I say to all the good things, the more no's I can say to all the things that don't serve. And all get to a deeper why, a deeper meaning, a deeper purpose where we're living for enjoyment. We're living for fulfillment. We're not living for immediate gratification. Fast Like a Girl by Mindy Pals was like a really fun book to read. Set my thinking on what fasting has really done to the human body over the years, because fasting is a centuries old mechanism to really a survival mechanism, right? So start small, and please, educate yourself. That's important. And do what's right for your body. Listen to your body. If you don't know what that means, then don't do that. Don't do something until you have learned how to listen to your body. And so I knew my body could handle this. My body got used to 18-hour fast. That's where I'm at now. If I do have a late night, I will actually not feel hungry till later the next day. Every time I break my fast, I try to break it very healthy with a nice high protein or green juice. There are plenty of times that I have broken it with like a muffin or a brownie or a cookie or something. So let me tell you, I'm not perfect. I allow myself those times. And I try not to break it, right? I'm really, really sincere and kind of back into my intentional path of, how I love my day to go. So it's been extremely beneficial. I'm sharper, I'm more efficient, and really a lifestyle change. My HbA1c was 5.2 before pregnancy and is now 5.1 after pregnancy. I brought it down. Just a little, but I brought it down. And it wasn't just fasting. It was a combination of hydration, positive rituals brought into my habitual day. I'll make a list and I need to rattle them off. You can do it. I promise you, you can do it.